Assalamualaikum everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This video will be about me sharing with you the books that I've read in June. I know it's not June anymore, but what the heck? I don't care because I still want to share with you guys the books that I've read in June. They're still pretty good reads. So let's get into it, shall we? I've read four books so far in June. Now I just realized that I've read 2 non-fictional books and 2 fictional books in June. That's pretty nice number. Yeah, pretty balanced. So we'll go with non-fictional first. So the first book is The Feminine Revolution by Emily Stanton and Catherine Connors. It's the 21 ways to ignite the power of your femininity for a brighter life and a better world. Ooh. Yes, this is a non-fictional book. It's pretty thin. So, needless to say, all the books that I'm gonna share with you guys in this video, the links to purchase these books, I will put it in my bio down below, so you guys can go to the stores, to the online stores where I have purchased these books, so that you guys can get to read the same books as I do. Cool. Okay, so don't forget to keep on check. Go to the bio before you go to the comments. Go to the bio to access those links. And as you can see, there are a lot of tabs, a lot of notes, and I give this 4.3 over 5 because there are some things that I can agree, but there's also like some points where I like to argue a little bit. Yeah, but it's a nice book that discusses about the place of femininity in the world of feminism, because there is sort of like a stigma, when it comes to femininity. If you're feminine, you're not necessarily the ideal strong female figure. If you're feminine, that means you're weak. Is it though? So that is the discussion and the argument that this book is trying to raise, and it's a pretty good book. Yeah. It challenges what I believe and what I view about femininity, and this is the second book about femininity. It's a really hard word to say that I've read. So maybe I'm gonna put it like in a different video. The books that I've read so far on femininity. See, I have a note and an annotation. Whoops, that's a spoiler. And what I love is also the layout of the book, because the author puts in quotes from women, from feminists all around the world, and it's a pretty interesting layout, I would say. What I wrote here: the importance of fantasy, even if it's fictional, it still has an influence in our real world. I gave this 4.3 over 5. It's not easy to... I feel personally, I don't think it's easy to find a book that discusses about femininity, so I really feel that this is still a keeper. Gotta get this. It's light, it's easy to read, and you most probably can read this very fast. So, get it. The Feminine Revolution. Learn more about femininity. The next one, Dick Van Dyke, Keep Moving. So if you don't know this legend, this person, he's a legendary Hollywood actor, Dick Van Dyke, and he was most well known for his sitcom show back in the 50s, The Dick Van Dyke Show, and now he is about to reach 100, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he lives a very long life. Yeah, and he is a legendary sitcom actor, a legendary comedy actor in Hollywood. So go watch some of his stuff. He's a really he's a legend, and I do watch some of his stuff. For instance, the Dick Van Dyke Show, and also Mary Poppins with Julie Andrews, and I give this 4/5. I admire about the way he views life. The main thing that this book discusses is ageism. You know, wisdom of old people in today's society. For instance, you know, I think he brought up in this book, you know, the importance of getting legendary actors who have been in the industry for so long to have their input in Hollywood storytelling. And I thought that was kind of interesting too. You can appreciate the beauty of wisdom from the past, and I think that is one of the things that he discusses in his book, the beauty of age. I really like his view towards himself, towards age, towards life. And when it comes to the title, Keep Moving, this describes his attitude to life, is that he keeps on moving. At the age of 90 plus, he still exercises way better than me at the age of 23. So this is his life motto, which is keep moving, keep on moving, never stop. The moment you stop, that is when you got old. You know, people get old because they stop moving. You know, and that is Mr. Dick Van Dyke. He's still very young at heart because he keeps on moving. Because this is a biography, so you can there are pictures of him inside here. Actually, yep, as you can see, this picture. It's definitely one of the most unique read I have ever undertaken, because I've never read a book that kind of specifically talks about age. So in the meantime, I want to share with you guys my current read. At the moment, I'm reading Pete Buttigieg by no one. Pete Buttigieg Shortest Way Home. It's a biography. It's a memoir. At the moment, I'm here. I'm kind of like in the middle. So far, so good. It's a very interesting read. I'm enjoying it so far. So now I'm done with my 2 non-fictional books. I'm gonna go to my fictional books right now, which is here, On the Come Up by Angie Thomas. Angie Thomas. What? Angie Thomas is the author that writes The Hate You Give. I didn't buy that book, maybe because I've kind of already watched the movie, so I'm not sure whether I want to get the novel or not, but I decided to get this one instead, just to, you know, get a taste of Angie Thomas's writing. And I give this 4.5/5 because one thing I really love about this novel is because this could be the only novel that talks about the impact of rap. The main character here, as a rapper, as a musician, how she conveys her emotions. She kind of runs away from the traumas in her life, and she sort of pours her emotions through her lyrics, through her songs. And I felt that's kind of the case, I think, for most singers, artists, rappers, musicians, that they pour their soul and emotions into their songs. And I think that's sort of the case as I read this novel, how much she's really a musician at heart because of the life that she is going through in this novel. And of course, you know, being Angie Thomas, it's a book about racism, it's a book about black people. And I think what's kind of interesting to see the incorporation of the rap music scene, it's because, you know, the rap music scene, hip-hop music scene is sort of a culture to the black people in America. So this is what they hold dear to. This novel explains sort of the reality of the lives of black people in America, but through music, through rap, through hip-hop. And I really felt that, and I thought it's a really smart way to portray the lives of black people in America, but it's through music. and that is something that I've never read before. And I thought it's a really smart incorporation and smart storytelling. And one of the unique thing as well about this novel is the fact that I'm reading the rap lyrics, and I found myself rapping as I'm reading the novel. Let me show you. Oh, okay, found it. Like, here is it. Run up on me and get done up. Whole squad got more heat than the furnace. Silencer is a must. They ain't heard us, we done bust. Yet they blame us for murder. You think I'm a thug? Well, I claim it. So it's like, it's kind of funny as I read it. I'm also like rapping the lyrics. Like, I'm into the zone. Like, I'm in the scene here right now. I'm also a rapper. So it's a young adult, black young adult story that incorporates about the importance of music, the importance of rap in her life. Yeah, I would say a very valuable novel. And this would be my very first novel that I've read about racism, specifically racism towards black people in America, because I thought, I kind of want to give it a try. Like, I've read non-fictional books about racism, for instance, Born to Crime by Trevor Noah, but so far I've only read, about racism through non-fictional books. So I thought, like, I kind of want to give it a try. I kind of want to do something a little bit different, read about racism, racism that black people are facing in America, but through a fictional book. So this is what I bought on the come up, and I think, this is a refreshing one. So it's a pretty thick, but I still read this pretty fast. It's a pretty easy read. It's not too heavy, but it's still I would say an emotionally impactful story for me, and I really felt for the African American characters in here. I felt for them. Yeah, and then I can imagine, the reality, what black people are facing in the US, like, right now. So let's move on to the final one. This is it. Yeah, Regretting You by Colleen Hoover. This is my first novel by Colleen Hoover. Her books are everywhere on TikTok, and I wanted to buy It Ends With Us, and that's how I know Colleen Hoover. It's through that book. But I decided to buy this one because this is the only one that I could find at the store. So this one is 5, I think 6/5, because it's too good. This is too good. When I read this, I went, oh! I was stunned. This is not a mystery book. This is just, a simple family drama, about a family that's trying to move on with their grief. And what I really love about Colleen Hoover's writing is that she doesn't do exposition that much, but then the way she writes it gives you the idea and the hint that, something is happening. Plot twist is insane, but it's such a weird thing to read a story this simple, but with great execution, with the plot twist, with no exposition whatsoever, but I still can get the hint. I can understand, what is actually going on, what is the plot twist actually, and the suspense, the build-up is so good. Like, I literally have no complaints about this novel. So as usual, I tab a lot. There are a lot of good scenes in this novel that make my jaw drop to the floor. The revelations are so good. Highly recommended. And I recommended this on my TikTok account, and it went viral. And one of the brilliant thing as well about Colleen Hoover is the cover. So as if you were to read this novel, the book cover at the end would make sense to you. Like, why is it orange? Why is it why the title is Regretting You. And in all of these designs, all of these details, they have meaning. It's relevant to the plot. You know, on first glance, on first impression, you would think like, you know, this looks like kind of like a mess. Like, okay, it's a book cover, alright. Like, usually most of the time, book covers never make sense. Like, such a satisfying experience to finally understand all of these details. So I highly recommend this, Regretting You by Colleen Hoover. You might cry. It's pretty sad. It felt pretty sad for me, but definitely the revelations that are happening in this novel, the build-up is so good. Top of that, Colleen Hoover also has a TikTok account. So, I mean, if you guys want to go check her out, if you haven't already, go check her out on TikTok. And also check me out on TikTok too. So there you have it, guys. 4 books for June. So 2 fictional books and 2 non-fictional books. And they are pretty good reads. Definitely this is the best one. Yeah, I think this is a novel that after so long, this is the novel that blows my mind. And I will never stop talking about this. Will never. So yeah. So if you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, like, share, comment down below, and don't forget to, you know, share it with your friends if you find this entertaining, beneficial enough. So if you guys would like to purchase these books, I have put up links in the description below, in the bio below. Go down there if you guys want to buy these books as well and get to read the same books as mine. So go to the bio, to the description below. I have put up the links to the stores that I bought these books from. So yeah, share, comment, like, subscribe, and go to my TikTok account and follow me there. I hope to see you guys on my TikTok account, and hope to see you guys in my next video. So bye bye, and keep on reading. See you next time. Bye bye. Wait, where should I? So hi, Assalamualaikum everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I don't know, should I like stand it up a little bit?